Hey guys, मेरा नाम डॉक्टर शरून है और आप सबका स्वागत है हमारे इस चैनल में जिसका नाम है नीट बडी where we provide you with daily biology MCQs from one of the chapters of class 11th or class 12th NCERT biology, and the name of the chapter from which we are going to provide you with MCQs today is there on your screens. So without wasting much time, let's get started with the MCQs for today.
Question 1. What fraction of blood is constituted by plasma? The fractions are given in percentage. What fraction of blood is constituted by plasma? Option A 55%, option B 45%, option C 65%, or option D 35%. What fraction of blood is constituted by plasma? The correct answer is option A, that is 55% of blood constituted by plasma. Question 2. Serum is best defined as option A. Plasma plus clotting factor, option B. Plasma minus clotting factors, option C. Plasma minus WBC, or option D. Plasma minus platelets. Serum is best defined as. The correct answer is option B. Plasma minus clotting factor equals serum. Question 3. Normal RBC count is 5 to 5.5 million per cubic millimeter, 6 to 6.5 million per millimeter cube, 4 to 4.5 per millimeter cube, 3 to 3.5 per millimeter cube. What is the normal WBC count? The correct answer is 5 to 5.5 million per cubic millimeter, that is option A. The normal RBC count is important. What is the size of RBC? That is also asked. What is the size of RBC? Yes, 7 micrometers is the size of normal RBC. So these two are important facts about RBC that you need to know. In fact, the normal range of hemoglobin is also asked. Question 4. Which of the following organ is called as graveyard of RBC? Option A, liver. Option B, bone marrow. Option C, spleen, or option D, kidney. The correct answer is option C. Spleen is called as the graveyard of RBC. Once the RBC completes its lifespan of 120 days, it goes to spleen and it gets killed over there. Question 5. Leukocytes are called WBCs because option A, they lack hemoglobin. Option B, they have white pigment. Option C, they have granules. Or option D, hemoglobin is present but doesn't express its red color. Leukocytes are called WBCs because. The correct answer is option A, because they lack hemoglobin. WBC means white blood cell. Leukocytes appear white because they do not contain hemoglobin. RBCs, red blood cells, or erythrocytes appear red because they contain hemoglobin. Question 6. Which of the following is not granulocyte? Eosinophil, neutrophil, monocytes, basophil. Which of the following is not a granulocyte? The correct answer is option C. Monocyte is not a granulocyte. Most abundant WBC in blood is option A, basophil. Option B, eosinophil. Option C, neutrophil. Option D, monocyte. Most abundant WBC in blood is. The correct answer is option C. Neutrophil is the most abundant WBC in blood. Question 8. Antigen found on the surface of RBC in a person with blood group O is A, B, both A and B, or nil. The correct answer is option D, that is the antigen found on the surface of RBC is nil. Neither A nor B is found. Hence, they act as universal donors. However, they contain both the antibodies in their plasma. So, since both the antibodies, that is anti-A as well as anti-B, is present, they cannot receive blood from any other blood group other than O itself. So they act as universal donor. However, they can receive blood only from blood group O. On the same basis, AB blood group acts as a universal recipient because it contains both antigen A and B, but the plasma doesn't contain any antibody. So neither anti-A nor anti-B is present. So AB acts as universal recipient, receiving blood from all the blood groups, and O acts as a universal donor and can donate blood to all blood groups. Question 9. Erythroblastosis fetalis occurs when mother is Rh positive, child is Rh negative, mother is Rh negative, child is Rh positive, mother is A blood group and child is O, or mother is O blood group, child is A. Erythroblastosis fetalis occurs when? The correct answer is option B, that is mother is Rh negative and child is Rh positive. During the first delivery, there is no complications. However, at the time of delivery, some blood of the child gets exposed to the maternal blood. At that time, the Rh positive contains Rh antigens. So the antigens of the child gets in contact with the blood of the mother, and mother starts developing antibodies against these antigens. During the second pregnancy, now this antibodies has the tendency to cross the placenta and reach into the child's blood. Now the child's blood in the second pregnancy, these antibodies are going to destroy the child's RBC, resulting in severe anemia. And that is what called as erythroblastosis fetalis, in which the mother's antibody against Rh antigen is destroying child's RBC. And it is not seen in first pregnancy, seen only in second pregnancy. Question 10. Which of the following is incorrect? Option A. Duration of cardiac cycle 0.8 minutes. Stroke volume 70 ml. Heart rate 72 times per minute. Cardiac output 5 liters. Which of the following is incorrect? The correct answer is option A is incorrect. Cardiac cycle is 0.8 seconds and not minutes. Question number 11. Fastest distribution of some injectable materials, medicine, and with no risk of any kind can be achieved by injecting it into arteries, veins, lymph vessels, or muscles. Fastest distribution of injectable materials with no risk of any kind can be achieved by injecting that injectable material or medicine into which of the following? The correct answer is option B, veins. It's not option A because you cannot find arteries, and whenever we inject something we say we are giving it IV, that is intravenous. So we inject it into veins. Question number 12. ABO blood grouping is controlled by gene I, which has 3 alleles and shows codominance. There are 6 genotypes. How many possible phenotypes are there? 3, 4, 5 or 6? 6 genotypes. How many phenotypes are there? The correct answer is there are 4 phenotypes. And what are the phenotypes? The normal blood groups A, B, AB and O. Question number 13. Sickle cell anemia is caused by substitution of valine biglutamic acid in beta globin chain of hemoglobin, caused by change in single base pair of DNA, characterized by elongated sickle-like RBC with a nucleus, and autosomal linked dominant trait. Sickle cell anemia is, you have to find the correct statement about the sickle cell anemia. So the correct answer is option B. It is caused by a change in a single base pair of DNA. Question number 14. Compared to blood, our lymph has plasma without proteins, more WBC and no RBC, more RBCs and less WBC, no plasma. Compared to our blood, our lymph has. Correct answer is option B. It has more WBCs and no RBCs. Question number 15. Blood is a kind of areolar tissue, connective tissue, structural tissue, reticular connective tissue. Blood is a kind of. Correct answer is option B. It is a kind of connective tissue. Question number 1. Which one of the following is not related to clotting of blood? Option A, fibrin. Option B, fibrinogen. Option C, calcium. Option D, sodium. Which one of the following is not related to clotting of blood? The correct answer is option D, that is sodium. Calcium, fibrinogen, fibrin, all three has a role to play in clotting. However, sodium comes nowhere in the clotting system. Question number 2. Which of the following carries glucose from digestive tract to liver? Option A, hepatic artery. Option B, portal vein. Option C, pulmonary vein. Or option D, none of these. Glucose from digestive tract to liver is carried by which of the following vessels? The correct answer is option B, that is portal vein. Question number 3. Which of the following veins has least amount of urea? Option A, pulmonary vein. Option B, hepatic portal vein. Option C, hepatic vein. Option D, renal vein. Which of the following veins has least amount of urea? The correct answer is option D, that is renal vein has the least amount of urea. Question number 4. In rabbit, the four-chambered heart promotes option A, double circulation. Option B, single circulation. Option C, systemic circulation. Option D, venous circulation. The correct answer is option A, that is double circulation. And what does the double circulation comprise of? Right, the pulmonary circulation and the systemic circulation. Question number 5. Antigen A and antibody anti-B is present in which blood group? Option A, B. Option B, A. Option C, AB blood group. Or option D, O blood group. Antigen A, antibody anti-B. The correct answer is option B, that is blood group A. In blood group B, antigen B is present and antibody anti-A is present. In blood group AB, both antigen A and B is present, however there is no antibody. And in blood group O, both antibodies anti-A and anti-B are present, however there is no antigen. Question number 6. At high altitude, the RBC in human blood will option A, increase in size. Option B, decrease in size. Option C, increase in number. Or option D, decrease in number. The correct answer is option C, that is the RBCs will increase in number. This is an adaptation to the decreased partial pressure of oxygen that is there in the high altitudes. So to compensate the decreased partial pressure of oxygen over there, there is increased number of RBC. Question number 7. The graveyard of RBC is option A, liver. Option B, spleen. Option C, heart. Or option D, lungs. Graveyard of RBC is. The correct answer is option B, that is spleen. Question number 8. An antibody is option A, a molecule that specifically inactivates an antigen. Option B, a component of blood. Option C, secretion of mammalian RBCs. Or option D, WBC that invades bacteria. An antibody is best defined as. Correct answer is option A. It is a molecule that specifically inactivates an antigen. Question number 9. Valve present between left auricle and left ventricle is option A, bicuspid valve. Option B, tricuspid valve. Option C, atrioventricular valve. Or option D, Thebesian valve. Valve present between left auricle and left ventricle. The correct answer is option A, that is bicuspid valve. Now if you guys get confused between the bicuspid and the tricuspid valve, then remember tricuspid has R and R stands for right. So tricuspid valve is present between the right auricle and right ventricle. And the remaining, that is the bicuspid valve, is present between the left ventricle and the left auricle. Question number 10. Lymph differs from blood in having option A, more RBCs and less WBC. Option B, blood without plasma. Option C, plasma without proteins. Or option D, no RBCs but more WBC. Difference between blood, how lymph differs from blood. The correct answer is option D, that is it has no RBC but more number of WBCs. Question number 11. Clot inside a blood vessel is known as thrombus, option B, embolism, option C, thrombosis, or option D, fibrin plug. Clot inside a blood vessel is known as. The correct answer is option A, thrombus. Embolism and thrombosis is a process, and thrombus is the clot formed. What is embolism? When this thrombus breaks from one point and goes and blocks some other vessel, that's known as embolism. And this thrombus that once embolizes, it is known as embolus. So at initial point where clot is formed, it is called as thrombus. Question 12. Pacemaker of heart is option A, SA node, option B, AV node, option C, Purkinje fibers, or option D, papillary muscles. Pacemaker of heart is. Correct answer is option A, that is SA node. Question number 13. Heartbeat is controlled by which cranial nerve? Option A, 10th cranial nerve, option B, 11th cranial nerve, option C, 9th cranial nerve, or option D, 5th cranial nerve. Heartbeat is controlled by which cranial nerve? The correct answer is option A, that is 10th cranial nerve. And what is the name of the 10th cranial nerve? Right, vagus nerve. Question number 14. Blood during diastole. Option A, leaves heart, option B, enters heart, option C, enters lung, or option D, leaves ventricle. Blood during diastole. The correct answer is option B, that is it enters heart during diastole. And what is diastole? The relaxation of the heart is diastole. Question number 15. If RBC is kept in a hypotonic solution, it will, option A, burst, option B, shrink, option C, retain its size, or option D, swell up. If RBC is kept in a hypotonic solution. The correct answer is option A, it will burst.
So those are the MCQs for today. I hope you found this video helpful, and for tomorrow's MCQ session we are going to take up the next chapter following the chapter that we took up today. So that would be all for today. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Till then, all the best and keep working hard. Do like and share this video if you find it helpful, and if you're new out there, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.